Williams, and welcome to the Scumdog's Kennel. I got a great stream planned for you folks. We're going to be looking at some Indiegogos and having some fun. Let's go over here. Let's go to share screen. Up on Indiegogo. Let's take a look what we have. Ooh, the Emoji League, huh? New comics, it looks like. Well, maybe not. All right, we have this stuff. Oh, let's see. Dan Fraga's Pineapple, well, Black Flag comic is, well, let's take a look at it. It's at 94,479. Ooh, it's pretty good. Let's go over to Kickstarter. It's pretty good for Dan Fraga here. Look at that money. It's been over a week, but wow. He's already made $100,000. Let's see this. Let's see. Let's look down here. Did he put any new things up? There's the Pat Lee cover, and there's that. Still doesn't look like he put anything new up. Oh, well, you can, if you look, it's this. We'll take a look at that later. I want to go over here for a moment. Vistage is at 93,067. Running through in demand. The Dragon Guard is made 24,371. Let's take a look. What do we hear? Pixie Runner, a story of sex, drugs, and aliens. Disgraced space ranger turned drug dealer forms a bond with a gifted girl and an adventure to, well, finds two things, apparently. 8,659, 26 days to go. Let's take a look at this. Wait, while we're waiting for that thing to come up, let's take a look over here. Lilith and Maria. Not too shabby. I will never. Never. I will never get tired of doing this. 7,000. I already made its goal for this one. Nice artwork, and well, maybe I better move a bit. Apparently nudity in here, huh? Good artwork, though. Very nice artwork. All right, let's see. Let's see. 2776, the United Empire has successfully colonized 95% of our solar system, with their story opening up on the last piece of the frontier of the planet. Colonization preparations, terraforming are left up to the top job of the galaxy. Pluto isn't a planet. Pluto is a moon. Well, or considered a dwarf planet because it's, well, or dwarf moon, because it was originally just a moon from a planet that, well, eventually lost its orbit and basically ends up circling the sun in a very weird orbit. I do consider it a planet, but I'm not so sure I should, because there's no atmosphere on Pluto, and you can't really terraform a planet because it's not that big and there isn't any resources to really make it into Earth-like. So I don't see how you could do that. You could set up some colonies on it, and it would probably, and that's about it. Space Rangers patrol and live on all the moons in the galaxy with all the planets past the asteroids belt still serving as the Wild West, while Earth, Venus, and Mercury have evolved into futuristic pleasure resorts and prison colonies. With the trillions of lives spared to the galaxy, our story comes at the beginning with Kent Kenny, a space ranger who was disgraced and dishonored in a scandal and forced into exile beyond the asteroid belt, where he makes a living as a courier of the top commodity in the solar system, Pixies. Pixis. Pixis are the ultimate mind-inducing drug in the form of beautiful naked Tinkerbell fairy who flies into your brain after emerging out of a broken diamond. Diamonds that come from the deepest, most dangerous storms of the planet Jupiter, which, for some mysterious unknown reason, are accessible only to Keith. In his life as a drug dealer in the future, Keith is indebted to the pirate gangster Don Giorgio, who operates out of the asteroid belt and tasks Keith with delivering a rare mermaid egg in order to trade for his son's life. Before he embarks on this new adventure, Keith is suddenly ordered to another exile like him to take on the exiles are sure to the gifted daughter of Senator ran away from home to join the Space Rangers rather than accept her intended destiny as an engineer working and living on the genius colony of the planet Uranus. All right, this all sounds very interesting, but I'm kind of getting bored of this. Sounds like a good comic book. That was Pixie Runner 1, a story of sex, drugs, and aliens. Sounds like it has a very good comic. I could come back to this in a moment, but I'm kind of getting bored of this, and I would find it is interesting, especially the fact of all the nudity in this comic. But I have to move onward. Let's go back over to chat. We have no one yet, but we probably have people watching, so welcome to the Scumdog's Kennel if you're watching this. Let's do this. Let's go down here. Just making sure I get that. Here we are. I can come back to this later. I think I want to find something a bit more entertaining. Oh, Vaza, 2000 Vestige, as it says that. As I said, Dan Fraga's Black Flag comic book is at $94,479. But if we go and do this, where we can see Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar is at $63,567. Dirty Work at the Crosswords one is at $728 with 19 days left. We have the Emoji League, and a world where justice is social to fight the worry, so I'm making comics. Let's take a look at this real quick. The artwork is entertaining. Not great, but entertaining. Just to fight the warriors. We need heroes, so I'm making comics. Is a superhero style team up adventure that I imagined what would it be like if people had emojis as faces. And what started out as a meme has become a comic book where superpowered heroes save the day, and don't we all need heroes these days? The plot of issue 1 follows 5 people who live normal lives by day, but at night they defend the Earth from giant spider frog tentacle robots with cannons for arms and an army of aliens and flying officers from Jupiter. The next issue contains the diabolical story of a mad scientist who wants to enslave the world with his experimental internet gas. They save the world, but can they save themselves? This is an action-packed comic with a heart and humor that is fun for everyone in the family. The best way to describe it is you took 1950s sci-fi movies, Super Friends, and the 90s X-Men cartoons, put them in a blender, hit the smoothie button. It's a little campy and self-aware, but in a good way. I promise you it's in a good way. Let's go take a look at some of this art. That's a bit small. Okay, he wants 555. He's already made 140 USD. That's pretty good. I think this comic will get funded. The artwork is nothing to call home about, but it is decently made. All right, take a look at that. Ethan Van Sciver's Saberfrog 2 is at $706,000. Oh, I made that $706,240. Not bad. down here. There's the sample again. That is good artwork. I can't wait to get this comic. Let's see. Maybe try to look at something interesting. Oh, yeah. In fact, I think I'll show off some more of my artwork. Yesterday, I have to stop screen, though, because I want to bring something up. Let's go to this. I can show off some more. Let me do this. I'm going to show you some more of my black and white art for Scumdogs. Let's see what else to look at. What else? Some of it you'll have seen before. Some of it you will. That looks good. A little underwhelming. Here we should look at. All right. I'm going to show you some more Scumdogs art. And here's the share screen. Share. Now, let's see. What should I go off here? Here's Hair Metal Doctor. I showed you the black and white artwork of it yesterday. As you can see the pin up here. But here's some of the faces I used to make his actual face. Now, none of these are actually his face. I have Dr. Mindbender up here. I have Toe Cutter. And I have Ozzy Osbourne. I drew these first, and then I started mixing them together to come up with a face. None of these are the faces I actually use, but you can see they all are pretty good. And as you can see, I was enjoying making Hair Metal Doctor, and I tried various things. Here's black and white artwork of Miss Breasty Melons. As you can see, I really went through some revamps. I erased some lines. You can see her arm used to be up here, but I erased it and stuff, trying to get the right stance for her. And it came out really well. You see there's more of the background and stuff, and ground stuff. It's all pretty good. Now, here is Hair Metal Doctor. Well, it says Death Metal Doctor, but this is Hair Metal Doctor stuff. Here's his doctor's coat. Here's his mask and his stuff. He has a switchblade. So has his heavy metal guitar. And he has a stethoscope. And he has one of those wooden sticks he puts in people's mouths. Here's the back of his coat. You can see there's some hair stitched to it. You see the little patch sewn into his doctor's coat, and you see it's all ripped up. Now I got that done. Did I put two of these up by accident? I had. Oh, well, let's see. Now here's a black and white version of the cover for Scumdogs. As you can see, it looks very good. Stuff I really worked hard making this for you folks. All right. Now let's go over to this. We don't have anyone in the chat just yet. It doesn't, but we're having a fun time, don't you think? And I'm showing off some of my artwork for the comic, some of the planning stages I went through to make the characters and stuff. Maybe I'll leave those right there for now. And if anyone drops in, I'll show them off again. Let's see. Let's go down here, see if we can't bring up some more comic books. Oh, Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales is at $177. Mental Meliti is at 3,881. Dr. Alpha is at 40,000. Death Row Sorcerer apparently someone's decided to open up a new campaign. I saw it on Kickstarter. A 48-page psychedelic comic Prison Black and Black Magic. Let's see. Blade Devil Ghost of the Past graphic novel is at $204,762. Let's see. Tilt is at 3,028. Xenotype is at 75,227. Let's see. The Rascals is at 759. Lady Alchemy is at 48,590. There's the Case of the Littlest Umbrella. It's at $109,580. Pandemic is at $9,570. Let's see. Kevin Eastman's Totally Twisted Tales is at 4,445. And we've looked at this a bit. Let's go back up here for a moment and look at some stuff. Carmen and Mirka Volume 1's at 18,765. He didn't put it in demand. That's a sad thing, I think. Let's see. Go up here. Let's take let's take a look. There's this. There was something I was going to look. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales. It's at 170 and 77. 170 and 77 apparently got it right. And looks pretty good. Now let's go look at this. Mars City Vice is at 918. Yeah, it's going to be funded because he wanted 800. So, yeah, looks like this guy's going to at least break 1,000 with his comic book. Though he should have maybe tried to make a bigger name for himself. Let's see. Let's see. In fact, let's take a look at Jawbreaker's Grand Bazaar graphic novel. It is at 63,637. Just seeing if it was if the numbers were right on it. Let's see. Colton Cox is at 5,477. She Return of the Warriors at 87,041. Oddity is at 21,839. I recently backed this book, so I got it for $15 because the other perks were gone, so I was able to get the book at least and back it. And it looks like it's going to be one hell of a good book. Let's go down here. Is anything new been added? Not quite sure. Let's go over to the chat real quickly, and still no more people have come. I was hoping someone would have dropped by now. We're pretty far in. Let's look at this. Lucian is at 9,836. Blood Hunt. Payback is a B or a debt in blood. And we haven't looked at any trailers. Maybe I should. I don't think there's one for this one. The artwork by Simon Pothier is good for this comic. Very good. All right. Xenotype Volume 1. The Rascals is at 759. They want 3,533. They need another $3,000, but they have 40 days left and they've made 500. Artwork is good. It's a funny animal book. I mean, it really does look like a good book. SOS Onslaught graphic novel is at 1,086, 15 days left. They want $3,000. There's 15 days left. They're a quarter of the way there now. I mean, they made $1,086. Maybe they'll be able to do it. I mean, it's got good. It's good looking and all that. Kevin Eastman's Totally Twisted Tales is at 4,445. Peregrine Wings of the Falcon is at 19,910 with 26 days left. Let's go here. Make sure. Opening a window up on here to make sure I'm still broadcasting. Still no one in the chat, but we have someone watching us. Hey, welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. I've already showed off some of my artwork. Well, some of my artworks. These are some of the. Here's the hair metal doctor pinup they did that basically shows the black and white artwork. I also showed off some of the primo, what I did to work on and how the design his character. Here you can see his doctor's coat and his heavy metal guitar. And here we have some of the various faces I worked on to come up with them. None of these are actually the faces of Hair Metal Doctor. As you can see, I have Dr. Mindbender from G.I. Joe up there, Toe Cutter, and Ozzy Osbourne. These are the faces I used as models to come up with the face of a Hair Metal Doctor, but none of these are actually the faces I made for him. All right. I just wanted to show off some of my artwork for Scumdogs, my own graphic novel. Here we have Miss Breasty Melons. This is the pinup, but this is the black and white line art for it and stuff. As you can see, it looks pretty good. I also have the black line art for my cover for Scumdogs. I hope you're enjoying it. I really worked hard on these pages. Now, we have 2 people watching the Scumdogs Kennel. Welcome. Enjoy yourself as I talk about comic books. Let's see. Go down here. Maybe we can find some more. The Expendables Go to Hell graphic novels at 215, 323. All right, we looking at this. Or are we looking? We could look at these. All right. Let's try going down a bit further. See if we can't find anything else. All right. Doc Salem is at 6,583 with 13 days left. It's doing well. Let's go over to the chat real quickly, and still we have no one in the chat. Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb. I'm going to have to take a look at that. Look at that for a moment. Issue 2 is supposed to be launching soon. There's this. There's Slaughter Squad. Now, I thought the guy who made it already had his already put up a second campaign to promote his comic book, or was that on Kickstarter? Now, we looked at the cartoon yesterday he made for it, and it was fun to watch. Rocket Gal and the Mole Man of Mars. Asami Children Arusu. Well, Rocket Gal and the Mole Man of Mars has made 10,315. Cash grab. I funded this recently. Yeah, I made it. It's made 165,347. All right. There's the Berserker Knot. There's Black and White Remastered. Let's see. Trying to find. There's Scurry, a post-apocalyptic mouse tail, which made $195,887. Cyborg USA, which has made 10,445. Less Friction, episode 1, no, based on the inspirational music. Let's see. Night Stalker. Cyborg USA, the comic book. As I said, Cyborg USA, the comic book. All right, let's see. Show more. Let's see if we can't find anything else. There's that. I'm just going to go down here to see if we can't find any new books. All right, I'm looking at this, going down. There's that. Let's see, I'm trying to, there's Key Crawling Christmas to be Destroyed, which is made at $152. 19 days left. How much did it actually want to make? 617. It might do it. It's already made it's basically a quarter of the way there already. 30% of a 6. So it still has 19 days left. So I think it could do it now. Let's see. There's Vampirella, there's there's Fallen. Looking here. Let's see. All right. There's Frontline Soldiers. There's There's this. Ethan Van Sciver's Vampirella 1 red foil. All right, maybe go back up here. All right, let's see. Still no one in the chat just yet. Now, looking at this, maybe find a few things to look at. Maybe look at a few trailers. Metal Militia. They were asking for 4,000 with $4,000. They were asking for $4,000. They've already made $3,881. This comic is going to get funded, especially once it reaches the end of this campaign. It's already basically there already. Only needs another $100 or so. Let's take a look at the trailer. That was Metal Militia. I'll try to get this right here. Let's see if. I'm just trying to make it look cool. See, I guess I can't avoid that out, huh? It still looks like that. I'm trying to see if I can't make it look cooler like this. See, there, Metal Militia. Looks like a good comic book. I think this comic book should be funded, and it's very close to being funded. Hail, Hoth Rebel 86. Hail, Chris. Star Wars Day was 2 days ago, and I barely cared. Thanks a lot. I know. I didn't really even acknowledge it. I don't think. Welcome to the Scumdog's Kennel, Hoth Rebel 86. I was just looking at some Indiegogos and having some fun. So, did you see some of the artwork I put up here? Here's some more art from Scumdogs, the graphic novel. Here's the line art for the cover. But here I also have I have the line art for Hair Metal Doctor. Well, I also decided to put up some of the promo art I'll be putting in the book. This is where I did the design his coat and stuff, as well as his heavy metal guitar. You can see some of the stuff here. Now, these are some of the promo faces the faces for Hair Metal Doctor. None of these are actually his face. Here you see Dr. Mindbender from G.I. Joe, Toe Cutter, and Ozzy Osbourne. I mixed these three faces together and looking at various ways and basically came up with these three faces, but none of these are actually Hair Metal Doctor's face, really. I just mixed the features together in various ways. Now, if you go back here, you can see the Hair Metal Doctor. You can see he has some hair stitched to his back. And I decided to put some fur on his back, stitched it to make it look cool. All right. Here we have the line art for Miss Breasty Melons. You can see I tried to work out her pose and stuff like that while designing her. Really good looking line art for her. All right. And as I said, this is the line art for the cover of Scumdogs, the first cover I created. I wanted to give you some ideas about I wanted you to see the line art of it. All right. Giving you a full view of it. Let's see. Go back over to chat. Thank you. Metal Militia looks rad. Yep. I love this new art. I'll leave the art up there. I might come back to it a bit. Now, we were also looking at this comic book called Pixie Runner. A little later, it has a story of Pixie Runner, a story of sex, drugs, and aliens. It has nudity in it, and I was looking at the overview of it. I got kind of bored of it. Basically, it's been but it has some really good artwork and it's got some good story. I think I'll go through the overview again. Set in the year 2776, the United Empire has successfully colonized 95 of the entire solar system, with our story opening up on the last piece of the frontier, the planet Pluto. Colonization preparations and terraforming are left up to the top job in the galaxy, the Space Rangers, who train at the Academy on Mars, the west point of the galaxy. Space Rangers patrol and live on all the moons in the galaxy, with all the planets past the asteroid belt still serving as the Wild West, while Earth, Venus, and Mercury have evolved into futuristic pleasure resorts and prison colonies. They say the entire galaxy, but they're only saying mankind's only colonized 95% of our solar system. What's with all this talk about the galaxy? They left it up to the top job in the galaxy, the Space Ranger, the west point of the galaxy. It was more like the west point of the solar system. This overview kind of makes doesn't make a little sense sometimes, I think. With trillions of lives spread out throughout the galaxy, our story comes in at the beginning of a friendship. We have Keith Kinney, a former Space Ranger who was disgraced and dishonored in a scandal and forced into exile beyond the asteroid belt, where he makes a living as a courier of the top commodity in the solar system, Pixis. Pixies, or I think it's Pixis, but Pixies I'll call them, are the ultimate mind-inducing drug in the form of a beautiful, naked Tinkerbell fairy who flies into your brain after emerging out of a broken diamond. Diamonds that come from the deepest, most dangerous storms on the planet Jupiter, which for some mysterious reason are accessible only to Keith. In his life as a drug dealer in the future, Keith is indebted to the pirate gangster Don Curio, who operates out of the asteroid belt and tasks Keith with delivering a rare mermaid egg to the planet Nuketown in order to trade for his son's life. Before he embarks on this new adventure, Keith is suddenly ordered to take on an exile like himself. The exile is a Sheer Chitari, the gifted daughter of a senator who ran away from home to join the Space Rangers rather than accept her identity destiny as an engineer. Working on a plan, huh? Ashira's dreams are dashed when the law catches up to her and she is placed in the care of Keith Kinney to drop her off to her fate on his way to Neptune. Our story centers on their road trip as we watch this wonderful universe unfold around them. 24 pages, and this does look like a good comic book. And apparently it's going to have naked women in it, too. It's already made its goal, so this book is going to be made. Let's go back over here. Now, let's go down here. We were up there for a while. Oh no, my girlfriend has been brainwashed by the devil. We could take a look at. Intelligence Arcana Comics. Says it'll become a live-action TV show with CGI. It's to become a live-action TV show with CGI, huh? Okay, let's take a look at this. The artwork is not the best, but maybe if we take a look down here. Maybe not that all that much there. Let's see. Let's see. Looking down here. Let's go back to Indiegogo real quick. Maybe we can bring up something interesting if I tap in some stuff. Let's try. This. There's that. Now I'm trying to find something new for us to look at. Oh, wait a minute. There was a new book up, wasn't there? You weren't here to see it. Oh, yeah. The Emoji League. Here, Hoth Rebel 86. This comic book looks somewhat interesting, but maybe not the best one. Let's take a look at the trailer.
In a world where justice is social, we need warriors. And where superpowers exist, there exists super responsibility. These heroes have stepped up to the challenge. They are faster, stronger, smarter. They can fly now. And they wear their emotions on their faces. Prepare yourself for the Emoji League. Brand new heroes and a super comic for the whole family. Backing on Indiegogo today.
All right, that was the Emoji League. I thought it was a good, somewhat of a good, good comic. The artwork isn't the best, but it's pretty good for an indie book. Not the best. From J. Michael Johnson, who's going for $555. He's already been out for a while, 31 days left. He's already made $140. This book is probably going to be funded. Good for him. That's one of the newer books we're looking at. Lilith and Mara comic book, which has 25 days left. Well, it's definitely going to be funded. It's made $2,148. So this book is going to come out. All right. There's Dr. Alpha, which has made $40,680. Colton Crocs, which has made $5,477. Let's take a look at that real quick. We haven't looked at that in a few days. It needs to be 10,000. It's already halfway there, so I do think this book might do it. We'll go down here to see if there's any new art up for this book. Looks like it. Maybe. That was Colton Cox. All right. There's this. Oh, you know what? Let's go over to Disney Star Wars is Dumb real quick. Take a look at the news. Anything good? Listen to a 15-year-old girl talk about Jason Ward. Statement from Saltier Than Crate subreddit on Jason Ward. Puzzle Block throws Luke Skywalker down the memory hole. Which should we look at first? All right, let's subreddit from Saltier Than Crate subreddit on Jason Ward. Hello, Salt Miners. The ongoing situation involving making Star Wars has reached our sub. The moderation team of Saltier Than Crate Saltier Than we condemn uncategorically the violent behaviors outlined there, and we are flatly opposed to the sexual exploitation of underage individuals, and unequivocally denounce anyone who's engaged in that behavior. We have control over the discussion that takes place within this subreddit. We have clearly posted rules and guidelines, and if any discussion violates them, we have moderation tools in place and strong consequences for the violators. We also frequently ban any parties who express any support for illegal or immoral behavior. What we don't have control of, however, is the behavior of anyone who visits or posts to our subreddit outside of our virtual walls. We are a criticism and discussion forum about Star Wars. We are not a haven for prayers or hate mongers. Full stop. Blah, 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 blah. Before I go further, I'm going to look it down here. So mods engage in a lot of Swanwy control finger wagging at the lowly salt miners in this statement, rendering the statement explicitly unclear. Does any of this mean that Jason Warden is making Star Wars net content will still be allowed at Saltier than Crate or not? They will be actively moderating and like any good dictator with no tolerance. I figured this is what the guy down here was saying. Making these people here on this forum are basically just dictators who basically want to control free speech. They say as much. And make hate speech and predators and stuff like that as excuses for their bad behavior. The creation of our subreddit was based on having a place to critically discuss Star Wars. We allow discussion of issues related to critically discuss Star Wars. Star Wars is a fiction, right? So you have to be critical of it, huh? Just discuss it critically, right? This made-up world that George Lucas the creator of Star Wars created this fiction just to entertain children, but apparently you think it's good enough to talk critically about. Discussion of our issues related to the Star Wars universe or its production, but only in as much as the discussion is productive and not based on unfounded speculation or unduly focused on anyone's private life. Given that this situation has gone beyond discussion of private lives and its implications about the safety of the wider Star Wars community, it is a relevant issue, but the territory is charged, and we will be actively moderating with no tolerance given those who break the rules. They will be actively good dictator, but will be moderating. What will they be moderating? Accounting according to what guidelines, or is this all just going to be arbitrary, where they remove comments and commenters whose opinions they don't like? It does sound like that, doesn't it? You think that with the safety of the wider Star Wars community at stake, they give them this link. Disney Star Wars is dumb WordPress, where all of this information is located. Not having done that, how can salt miners consider themselves informed? Also, if they are flatly opposed to the sexual exploitation of underage individuals, then where is their statement on Brian Young? Or maybe they're not worried about anyone's safety or informing anyone or anything, but are only concerned with exerting their, they just want to use their own power. There's that for some news. Puzzle box throws Luke Skywalker down the memory hill. New merchandise is eliminating Luke Skywalker from their packaging as the primary protagonist on the box. Leia is the primary protagonist on the box. Leia. Yeah, screw Disney. Tell me there is an agenda at Lucasfilm when you look at this new jigsaw puzzle. It's a jigsaw puzzle without Luke Skywalker of Star Wars. You have Darth Vader, his father, but you don't have Luke himself there, but you have Leia right there. You unbelievable bastards. Oh. Don't worry, Kathleen Kennedy is working on a plan to permanently invalidate the opinions of blah, blah, blah. Is an idiot, and you are an idiot too. Here, there are still those who still don't think there's an agenda at play here. Yeah, there's an agenda at play. And there's an update. In fairness, those are from 2017, one of each of the OT movies, and featuring a different main character. Seems like Luke should still be on all three, though, especially when Han and Chewbacca are on two of them. Lando should have one, too. They don't have Lando on there at all, do they? Lando. Oh, they have Lando on only a side character right there. Oh, yeah, he should have his own box, but the others don't have their own box. Leia and Han are on it. So you didn't want to, you could have, Leia and Luke, or just have Leia on there, but you didn't have one of the more popular characters. You didn't want to have a Leia just on the cover there for that thing. You have one with Chewie and Han. And then you have Luke Skywalker, and, in the very back is Lando. Lando doesn't get any respect. But you have every other character, and for some odd reason, the alien guy in Return of, the guy from Return of the Jedi at the beginning of the movie, who was Chewbacca's second in command, who would basically talk for not Chewbacca. I mean, what's his name? The guy, You know, the guy who was a crime boss, not Chewbacca. I keep wanting to say Chewbacca. The guy that Han Solo was running from, who needed to get the creds back. I can't remember his name. I had a brain fart. You have his second in command there. You have the guy who basically speaks to him. What's his name? Can't remember. Let's go over here. Maybe. I know. What's his name? You know, the crime boss. You have him there, but you don't. And has a bigger head than Luke Skywalker. It's even bigger than Darth Vader's. Ugh. Ugh, unbelievable. Why is he so important? I can't. In fact, it's unbelievable. Or is that actually the Emperor? I'm not quite sure. That might be the Emperor on the box, but it looks like that guy from who was basically the crime boss's second command. So I might be wrong. It just looks like his skin's green, like the guy who was basically talking to him. Okay, so that's probably that. Okay, maybe it makes sense to have him there. But it sure seems bad that Luke Skywalker is smaller than that guy. All right. Guido. Yeah. Oh, not Guido. Guido was a bounty hunter. I'm talking about the guy with the two head tentacles growing out of his head, who was basically who was basically talking to Jabba the Hutt. That's who I was trying to think of. Jabba the Hutt. Guido was Jabba's bounty hunter, just like the other guy, not the Bib Fortuna. Yeah, Bib Fortuna. Lucasfilm keeps failing. So does Disney. Bib Fortuna. I think that might be his name. The guy with the two head tentacles growing out of his head, who basically talked to Jabba the Hutt. Boba Fett was another bounty hunter for Jabba the Hutt. Same thing with Guido. While Bib Fortuna was probably Jabba the Hutt's second in command. He was talking to Jabba the Hutt and stuff like that. But I mean, that guy looks like right here looks like right here. Yeah, that is definitely the Emperor. But this looks like the guy from Jabba the Hutt's palace, who was Bib Fortuna, is second in command. In fact, I'm surprised you don't have any other more. Yeah, but it still seems strange that his head, is so much bigger than Luke's or Darth Vader's. Look at this. Very boring. All right, now that I've covered some news, we can maybe go over to looking at some other stuff. What else can I say? Oh, we've already been at this for almost an hour and having some fun. Yeah, because time flies. Now, let's go over here. Oh, wait a minute. Did anyone drop in? No. No, it doesn't look like anyone dropped in. That's not too bad. Oh, well, I can always get someone to come into my stream tomorrow. Let's see. I could have some fun. Let's see. Where's Cash Grab? Maybe we'll look at that trailer again. Or we could look at that Slaughter Squad cartoon. I feel like watching something right now. Bloodhead doesn't have a trailer, does it? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. It made its money, though. It's pretty good for them. I have an idea. We haven't seen the trailer to Xenotype for a while. Let's take a look at it. All right, that was fun and woke me up a bit. That was Xenotype Volume 1 from Liam Gray. We have another thing right here. Have we seen this before or what? Let's take a look at it.
Young Felix Vasquez began life like any other citizen of Fangoria. Through a twist of fate, this wannabe comic book artist is dropped into a whirlwind of reality-shattering secrets. Now, with the power to rewrite his own DNA, Felix adopts the name Esper and lays his life on the line to protect all that he loves.
All right, there was another trailer or something like that. Just plainly a good comic book right here. You should go fund it. You'll just have a good time. Maybe I'll fund it too. Let's take a look at some of these. Xenotype Collector Perk Pack 118. One copy of Xenotype Silver Edition, one copy of Xenotype Gold Edition, exclusive U-Matter pinup, all carefully packaged and shipped together for the ultimate Xenotype collector. May purchase the Bronze Edition comic as an add-on at a discount for no additional cost. Let's try to get this variant, Xeno Devil variant cover, Xenote. Chapter 1, Lost Boys comic featuring the exclusive Xeno Devil variant cover in the first 24 pages of the exciting new series. This is a limited edition variant, will not be reprinted in the future releases of Xeno. Perfect for the collector art by Breakout Sixtus, Toxic Man Baby, Teen Sensation. Xenotype Volume 1 manga variant. Yes, and we listen. One copy of Xenotype Volume 1 manga Tekkaboon that will fit it comfortably on the shelf with the rest of your manga collection. Features 200 pages of action-packed suspense, fully rendered black and white art, right to left, typeface English, and traditional manga-style lettering. Xenotype Silver Plus, 57 USD. Including Xenotype Volume 1 manga variant, Xenotype U-Matter posters, stickers, Xenotype. Gold Edition. And one graphic novel, 69 USD. Gold Plus. Let's go this. Xenotype variant cover. One Xenotype Daredevil variant. One copy of the Xenotype Chapter 1 Lost Boys and comic featuring the exclusive Xenotype variant cover. All right. Let's see. We're at 50 minutes. Looked at this. So I'm kind of on the thing here. So you get included items Xenotype Devil variant. Okay. One copy of the Xenotype Chapter 1 Lost Boys comic featuring the exclusive Xeno Devil variant cover in the first 24 pages of this exciting new series. Okay. Manga variant. Okay. So let's see here. 200 pages, manga, graphic novel, 200 pages. Graphic novel. Just have that. So do you get the entire series or what here? Well, the first for this entire manga, 200 pages. It's pretty good. That is pretty good. It's good. It's good artwork and it looks great. But so if you get this graphic novel features 200 pages of action-packed suspense. So I guess they're selling it for 200 pages, and that's the entire story. There might be a few stuffs in. It's a big comic book. I guess for $69. I was hoping it would be $25. And I don't see any variants except for the Xenotype Devil variant cover. One copy of the Xenotype Chapter 1 Lost Boys comic. So is this like a completely different comic book Xenotype variant? So yeah, I guess you can't get this with the Xenotype graphic novel then. bad. But for the greater price, you're getting 200 pages, and it will be colored. So, a high-class comic book like that for $69, not too bad. Plus shipping, eesh. But it shouldn't be that bad, at least. Though, considering the price of it, I was hoping it would be like $25 plus the shipping and make it $35 to get this graphic novel. But hey, the guy's made a killing on it, and I can't fault him for making money on this. Let's see. Let's see. Let's try to find some more stuff to look at now. Greach, a slice of life character study about a teenage marcher living in the Northwest USA in the early 20th century. Let's see. Mixminster, hip hop sci-fi. When a real feel-good thought verse starts, a mystical G must use his remix skills to what? Looks interesting. Let's see. Go down here, try to find some more artwork to look at. Let's see. Counterpoint Comics presents Battle Fairy and the Yeti. All right, this looks interesting. Let's take a look at this. From the pages of Naughty and Nice comes the brand new Counterpoint Comics hit Battle Fairy and the Yeti. Now, I like the art from the cover here or something. Oh, very nice art. Actual interior art. A Yeti with a fairy girl. Trying to romance this fairy. Monster fairy thing. Actually looks pretty good. Let's take a look at this trailer. Depending how more people talking. Right? Is it going to start up?
Hi, it's Brian Sharp, Murat Michaels, coming at you with a new Kickstarter from Counterpoint Comics called Battle Fairy and the Yeti.
So we wanted to do, first of all, I wanted to do a fairy book. We wanted to do kind of an odd couple book. So one evening we were spitballing ideas back and forth, and we realized there's a fairy and a Yeti, both from the pages of Naughty and Nice. Why don't we do a book about them two? So we did, and we're here. We are very proud of this book. We think, it's funny, it's different. It's not like any of the other fairy books out there, which there are obviously plenty. Can't get more odd than a Yeti and a fairy. And it's brand new, 24 pages, story and art. But the book itself is actually 48 pages. We decided not only are we going to give you the brand new material, but also reprint the first appearance of the Yeti and the first appearance of the fairy from Naughty and Nice. We also have an amazing cover gallery by some of the best cover artists in the industry.
I think you drew one, right?
I drew 1, 2, maybe 3 covers
Three
for
covers.
the book. We also have
Ryan Kincaid, Alex Kotkin did a cover. Counterpoint alumni, Mike DeBalfo killed it again. You can see his cover right over here.
one of
Pledge.
one of your favorites.
Sajjad Shahad did another cover for us, and we have some new covers. You guys are going to be really excited. Kendrick Lim. This guy killed the cover, killed it. Look over here. You will love the digital painting style. And one night when I was surfing Reddit, I came across another artist, Sachi. This guy killed his Yeti cover. Check it out right over here.
So once again, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for taking a look at our new Kickstarter. In advance, we're going to thank you for supporting it because you've supported all the other ones. And
Thank you for
you guys
pledging.
have been great to us. And like your previous experience with us in Kickstarter, the book is done. The book is at the printers, ready to be printed. As soon as this Kickstarter is over, the books will be printed, packed, shipped, And we're looking at a December delivery for you, so it's like going to be an early Christmas gift for you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Woo! So thank you guys once again for taking a look, for pledging if you so choose to pledge, and we will see you soon.
In the funny books.
All right, that was Comics Presents Bottle Fairy and the Yeti. Okay, looks like a good comic book. Looks like that's done well. Last updated November 14th, 2018. So it was 2 years ago, huh? Well, we still have we're coming to the close of this live stream, but we still have a good 15 minutes left. So let's try to look at some other stuff. Let's go to video games. All right. Let's try that. Maybe video game. It's Void Expanse, space-based action RPG, open world science fiction action RPG set in space. Exodius Proxima Centauri board game. A board game about politics, science exploration, and conquest. Julia Enhanced Edition, independent narrative-driven science fiction PC game enhanced by CB Software and you. Antidote. Defend the stem cell from waves of viruses and bacteria in the greatest mobile science game ever. All right, I was hoping for something a bit more interesting. We got that. Let's try... Or maybe try to do, I guess, platformer. 2D platformer. Solve the mystery of the city and the adventure in PC and Switch. Okay, let's take a look at this game. Yeah. $270 of didn't look like it was funded. Let's try to look at some stuff. Tiny Little Bastards. A 2D platformer action RPG about a Viking tavern owner in a chaotic world without beer. Okay, this looks more like a mobile game. Video unavailable. Video unavailable. I think I'll just go over here. Layer of the Dread. In the style of classic Castlevania, Layer of Dread is a side-scrolling platformer for PC. It doesn't look like it was funded. Let's take a look at it real quick, though. Ooh. Not bad. Only 1 in 5,000, huh? It's not bad, but it's not great. It's not that great. Well, let's take another look at it. I mean, it looks good, but I can understand. Well, it's good, but I can sympathize that it didn't get funded because it's not that good, and they were definitely asking for far too much, I think, for this one. Let's see. Let's go over to tabletop games. Let's take a look at this. 3D printable terrain medieval monastery. Compatible with a complete 3D printable fortified medieval monastery terrain set for tabletop gaming. Let's take a look at that real quick. Well, I'm going to go down and actually see the art real quick. Oh, it looks good. Not painted, though. but fully painted. Wow, not bad looking. Very nice. Let's go take a look at that trailer now.
Hi, I'm James. And I'm Dawah. We are Infinite Dimensions Games. We'd like to talk to you a bit about our Kickstarter, Whitewood Abbey. Whitewood Abbey is a 3D printable, complete, fortified medieval monastery set for use in your tabletop or RPG games. We're so close to completing this project. We are 95% there. We just need your help so we can finish the interior texturing and, of course, so we can make all these amazing stretch goals we have planned. So stay tuned during our Kickstarter campaign because it's going to be really dynamic and we're going to have a lot of updates. I'm going to be doing all the interior modeling and detailing and putting up updates of the progress. There's going to be some live ZBrush sculpts for those of you who are interested in that. There's going to be some freebies put up in Thingiverse for your 3D printing fun, and there'll be lots of art for the stretch goals. So check out what we have to offer below. Look at our pledge levels. We really look forward to your support. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
All right, that looks somewhat interesting. It's how much time do we have left? An hour and 12 minutes. It should be a funny stream. I think it's time about Donnie Cates. Oh, great. Thank you, Hoth Rebel 6. Yeah, we had some fun over here. I'm going to maybe go back over to video games real quick. 3D print ports, something like that. I wanted to try something. First, though, what happens if I put fighting game at this? Make sure Raven Rock. Right. All right, let's see this. Wait a minute, what was that? It's interesting. Let's go over here. All right. Let's try fighting game. See if we can't bring anything else up here. I'm going to thank you all for joining me today as well. We still have a few more minutes to have a little more fun, and then I'll get out of here and start working on my comic book again. But I'm going to thank you all for joining me today. Today has been a great live stream. I had some fun, looked at some stuff. There's Beast's Fury. 21,607 ended. 21,000 like that. I've been just meaning to look this up on Steam to see if this thing was out. Backers January 19, 2013. So this is actually a 7-year-old game then. Let's go look at his campaigns here, if he has anything else out. View full profile. Campaigns. Support Beast Fury fighting game. Yeah, we already looked at Beast Fury to PC and consoles. Beast Fury is a 3D arcade-style fighting game developed by a small yet passionate team of game enthusiasts and professionals. Over here, 14 minutes left. Yeah. I'm going to basically start plugging now. Remember, folks, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Read comics, they're bad for you. Also, I'll be back again tomorrow at 6 o'clock for another live stream, so be sure to check in again then. Oh, we have 3 people watching this. Welcome to the Scumdogs Journal. Well, I guess while we're still playing right now. As I said, I'll be back again tomorrow at 6 o'clock for another live stream. I'm not going yet, so. I mean, who's watching this seems to be going up and down. I'm assuming they're still watching. But thank you for guys joining me today. Now, what else should I do? Oh, yeah. I have a few minutes. I'll end it in just a few more minutes. We're looking at this on Kickstarter. Looks like a good comic. Go over here. Oops. Do this. Necroman issue 3. Necroman. Maybe I'll look at that later. Maybe like tomorrow, if I can find it. From different planets forced to fight to the death and save their lives. We also have a few comics down here. Let's try this. Walden, Chapter 1, The Obsidian. Maybe I'll look at that tomorrow. Show. Hail breasty melons. Yes, hail breasty melons. And like that. Could Scumdogs be adapted into a fighting game? Yeah, I think it would be a good fighting game. It would be fun. It'd be a comedy game. But it could be done. It would be fun to do that. All right. We're at 17 minutes. As I said before, I'm going to end it about now. Or I could just end it in a moment or so. I'm going to thank you all for joining me today. I'll be back again, as I said, tomorrow. I'm Chris Williams from the Scumdogs Kennel. I'm going to see you all again soon. I'll see you all again soon. Bye, folks.